Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. It is June the 26th, 2025, and I'm so super on time today. I'm even a few seconds early. I cannot believe it. And yeah, so it is Vice Friday. It's Thursday. So we are going with towards the weekend with very big steps. And therefore, I'm very happy to be here again and looking forward to well, obviously, spending some time with you guys and having a good time to, spend to uh, having a good, having a good vibrations, having good opportunities to maybe exchange a little bit and have a little chat here and there to, um, you know, have a little decent conversation maybe here and there. Later, I will open up the channel so that people can watch and do whatever we want to do. So there's time for everything, and there's also a good time to, um, you know, have a good time together and speaking about some good times. Yeah, that is the idea, and hopefully we're gonna enjoy this time and doing a decent conversation, having some feedback of you guys for my music or whatever is, um, you know, bothering your heart or something, and that would be good. Knowing a bit more about how your week was, that would be awesome, and having the opportunity also to hear from you, so to speak. And therefore, happy Vice Friday, happy Thursday, and let's see where this goes. So enjoying some good vibrations, hopefully, and getting a good, getting some good vibes back from you guys, whoever is watching and whoever likes to say something here. That would be great. Hearing from you again, that would be really sweet. Yeah. For those who are here for the first time, my channel name is called The World of Ragus. There's a reason for that. I think I've revealed that quite a couple of times, but it is also good to maybe repeat that for those who are here the first time and see how the reaction on that might be. And obviously, I'd be very happy to, um, if you also take part in the poll and if you maybe write something nice in the chat if you are here. And then let's just have a good time. Lily, my darling, hello, good evening from Da Nang. I hope that you are having a good time over there. As far as I understand, you're in the Philippines at the moment for a nice vacation, and that is good for you, so that you can be back at home. I saw you change your hair color. It looks really great on you, as far as I saw on the videos so far, and that looks really great from you for you, and looks really great on you. That looks you look a lot better than before, I think, and it looks really naturally. It looks really sweet, and you're doing great on that. I have to say, it looks really good. In Vietnam, ah, okay. You're doing a vacation, or are you planning to go there for a longer time? Interesting. I've never been to Vietnam. I've been to Thailand and I've been to Bali in Indonesia, but I've never been to Vietnam. I heard that it's a great place because it is not over touristed yet. So that is awesome. Nice. I hope that you do bring a lot of pictures, and when you come back, then we can do we can actually do a little live thing together. So I'm gonna invite you to my studio, and we're gonna talk about the um, the Vietnam experience. That would be awesome. You can share some pictures and stuff like that. That would be great, and that would be really cool. So yeah, well, I wish I could, but there's something called work that is in between that. So trying to get there and trying to get in, get some vacation maybe for next year. We will see. A couple of things have to be arranged for that. So yeah, that. But it's definitely on my bucket list for sometimes when I have the time to do that and to go someplace and visit if there's any chance. But yeah, it's good that you are there. Are you also planning to go to the Philippines, or you have already been there, or you just go to Vietnam and then back return? What is your plan? I don't even know how long the vacation is that you have, so maybe you would like to reveal on that as well. Or did you win the lottery and you have a vacation now forever? Like someone sent you 10 million super chats and then you're cool. Hey, Kanini is in the house. Hello. Oh, everyone. So I'm okay. I mean, it's going towards the weekend. Today is a rainy day for a change and not doing too bad. So, yeah, um, not doing too bad. It's cooling down a little bit. It was really, really hot the other days. It was way over 30 degrees and warm. And yeah, thank you so much for coming. The Kisi de Diocese by Chief Nun Kanini Kanini. Very nice to have you here, darling. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate that. And also appreciate everyone coming anyway. Lily, you as well, even though you're all far away at the moment. What is the time over there anyway? Okay, so you're doing vacation from a vacation. Oh, that's not too bad. So what's the time over there in Vietnam right now? As far as I understand, what should be like 1 a.m., like 1 minute after, 1 hour after midnight or something. Um, I'm not sure about the time zone in Asia, not of every country. I know Thailand is like 6 hours ahead, and Philippines, I believe, 7 or 8 hours even. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Okay, so they're 5 hours ahead. Okay, I understand. Philippines is 7 hours, or am I totally wrong? Just making sure. Not 100% sure about that, to be honest, but Philippines, I think, is a little longer. Thailand is 6 hours. That's what I know. Okay, Vietnam is 5 hours. That's what I learned now. And Philippines, I have no idea, to be honest. Kanini, it is now 8 o'clock in Kenya, right? Just after 8 o'clock in the evening, as far as I understand, as far as I get that right with the time zones. It's always such a mess when you speak to people from all over the world and all these time zones that they live in. It is insane. Holy moly. I'm really, yeah, I know. I remember when I was in Thailand the first time, everyone thought I was really rich because I changed euros to baht and stuff like that. And I was like, oh guys, if you knew. Well, in Vietnam, cost of living comparing to Germany is of course a lot cheaper, but living for the people there from their income, it is a lot more expensive. That's what I understood. And that is also a point where people always underestimate, especially European tourists when they go to Asia. They think, oh, everything is so cool. Let's just buy a house. Let's buy a country. Let's buy this. Let's buy that. But then they realize, well, there's a couple of things that might be not too convenient. And at least in Thailand, that's what I saw. There were a lot of people in Thailand from Germany or England living there, but complaining all the time. Ah, the weather is so hot. Ah, the food is so spicy. Ah, they don't have bread. Ah, they don't have this. Ah, they don't have that. That went on and on and on. But they were living there for 3 years. Yeah, but it's so cheap and da da da. And I'm retired, and here I can afford a house. In England, I cannot even have an own apartment. Yeah, well, then stop complaining. You know what I mean? And I was like, geez, living in another country is one thing, but then complaining all the time about that particular country, I think, is another story. You shouldn't do that. Thank you for the. Okay, so in Philippines, okay, so they're 6 hours ahead. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so. Um, Capas, Capas, my friend. This land is only unholy is only unholy because now you have entered. The biggest sinner on entire YouTube has entered the house. Hey, Capas, bro, how's it doing? Good to see you, man. Very good to see you, and very happy to have you here in the house. And Yeah, but by the way, we were just talking about it. So I was just talking about those foreigners who live in other countries and then complain about those countries the entire time. And I was like, why? I mean, why do you then live there? Why don't you just move back home? And then they say, yeah, but life here is so cheap and da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, but but if that is the only point, find yourself another cheap country to live. I mean, don't complain about the people. Don't complain about the country that opened the door for you. And I was just Jesus Christ. I mean, come on. That is what I will never understand. Either I like it somewhere, then I stay, or I don't like it somewhere, then I go. But there's no reason for me to complain 24/7 if I go somewhere. I might compare. Uh, um, no, 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 no. Kanini, he cannot tell me to leave the land because the thing is that he is actually the best example of the biggest sin on entire YouTube. What people still underestimate on Kappas is that he is actually 24/7 in an airplane, traveling from Nairobi to Abuja, from Abuja to Kinshasa, from Kinshasa to Kampala, from Kampala to Accra, from Accra to Warri, from Warri to Lagos, and then all the way around again. Because there are 5 trillion ladies waiting just for him to say hello. And all of them want to marry him. He wants to marry all of them, so he is building a harem and stealing all my nuns from the church. It is insane. It is insane, guys. It is insane. What can I say? And at the end of the day, yeah, uh, things are how they are. And yes, exactly, Lily, you're so right. Then don't complain. Exactly. It is so, well, people do their choices in life to live somewhere and stuff like that. But I know that there are a lot of Europeans living in Africa, not because they have to work, but they want to live there. South Africa, Zimbabwe, no, what is it? No, sorry, Namibia, also East Africa, Kenya. Some live in Ghana because obviously, life there is nice for them. And comparing to Europe, it is relatively cheap. But then they complain, the internet and this and that and that and this. And then you're like, And I mean, how do the local people? Okay, let me ask you something, guys. Lily, you're from the Philippines. Obviously, you came to Germany in a certain age, so you were old enough to understand that you're leaving the country. But I believe that a lot of people from other countries, from Europe in particular, who live in the Philippines for years. So tell me about that experience, Lily. Was that like, are they like 400 wives? He might have never met 399 of them. Jesus. Um, but I'm really curious, Lily. Tell me something. I mean, really, out of interest. When you think back of your time in the Philippines, when you met foreign people, were they always complaining about like what everything, food and electricity and the environment and stuff like that, or were they just enjoying their lives there and having peace? Because I know a lot of people cannot live in peace; they have to complain all the time. Germans are very good at that, I have to say, and that would be very interesting for me to know. Also, you guys, others, Kanini, Kappas, if have you ever had experiences with foreign? Well, Kappas is in the States, so even in the States they complain all the time, and they have a reason. But I was just wondering, do you have experiences with foreigners in your country, like them complaining all the time, or were they actually enjoying their times in the in Kenya, in the US, in the Philippines? That would be really interesting to know. I can tell you something that happened in Nigeria when we were living there from 81 to 84. As I said, long time ago, but there were a lot of people going there, obviously, because they had a contract and they earned a shitload of money comparing to Germany. Life in Nigeria was relatively simple because there was no supermarket, there was no grocery store, there was no big mall, there was nothing like that. Obviously, there were the villages, and the people were really nice. I stated on that a couple of weeks ago on Goga Sunday service. However, there were, we were always open. We were always open. Oh, Mr. Goga, Mr. President is in the house. Hello, my sir. Maria is in the house. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Happy Vice Friday. Happy June 26th. And today in 6 months is Boxing Day, by the way, just that you guys know. We're going towards Christmas again. Have you bought your presents yet? So, no, but we're talking about, guys, you know about how that works. We are talking about foreigners living in other countries and complaining about that particular country all the time. So I had that in Nigeria, that a lot of those people from Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and everything, they have actually complained constantly about the heat, about the non-existing concreted streets, about whatever, snakes, about, I don't know, the food, because people were not used to yam and gari. So they were complaining about everything all the time, all the freaking time. And I was like, and I was a little boy, but I was like, why? It's warm. We can play tennis. We can play football. We can go to school. People go to work. They earn a good amount of money and stuff like that. But they were complaining all constantly. I mean, constantly, all over the time. And I was really wondering now, Goga and Maria, as you are here as well, I asked a question already to those who are already in the chat. Do you have any experience with foreigners living in your country, like Kenya? I mean, Kapas is from the United States. Most likely, he's the king of complaint anyway. But have you ever witnessed someone from foreign countries doing that? Kirky Lily is not here. Yeah, well, Kirky Lily is here, and Lily, that is awesome. That is so, yeah, and that is so true. That is so true. I have the feeling that the Germans are definitely one of the world leaders when it comes to complaining, whatever it is. We are very good in that. I have to admit that, to be honest. And it is yeah. But Goga, as funny as it is, as sad it is, there are two cliches about Germans. How you recognize them? First, the male ones wearing white socks to sandals and shorts. And the second one is that the Germans always complain. And yes, if you go to any foreign country and you see a white man wearing shorts, a t-shirt, white socks, and sandals, in 99.9% it's going to be Germans. Trust me. Trust me. It's going to be Germans, because that is the weird thing that we do, wearing sandals to white socks and shorts. It looks ridiculously bad, but it is how it is. I never did that, thank God. So I don't like sandals in the first place. I do wear these very short things inside the shoes. These very short socks that you hardly even see. So that is what I wear. But that is Germans. I mean, ask Lily. Ask Lily. Lily can confirm. She lives in Germany. And most likely in Vietnam, she has seen 2 or 3 people with white socks and sandals. Germans. Yeah. So if we ever start a war again, you will recognize us with white socks and sandals. That's us. Welcome to reality. It is creepy, but it's true. And but yeah, that is. It's no, Lily. You're joking. Tell me that you're joking. Tell me that this is one of the worst jokes you've ever done. You cannot be serious. It's fashion in Asia now? Shorts, sandals, white socks? Lord have mercy over Asian soul. Seriously? I thought we were the bad example, and now they're all adapting that over there? Oh no. Kirky, Lily, my darling, I have a job for you to do. You have to be now the Jehovah Witness of anti-white socks. So you have to be the Lily Witness of no white socks. No, you have to go through the streets over there. No white socks. No white socks. Do that with a little nun gown or something, and put a no socks sign on your chest. I wonder how that would be an awesome video. That would be an awesome video. You have to do that. Inner Beauty, hello, my darling. Good evening. Lily, you have. I've just got. Lily, you are the Schwulige lady anyway. So go on, do that. Go out and pray for no socks in Asia. Now, as you are there anyway, maybe some people give you some money to stop so that you have the money back from your trip. Ah, that is awesome. I'm just having pictures in my head, and yeah, it is a sin. It is a sin. It is a sin. Socks, white socks, and sandals with shorts. It is a sin. Kappas, I wrote that. You were not fast enough to take back the message. You know, this is a beauty. If you if I don't DJ and if I'm on the chat talking or in someone else's chat or having a premiere rather than having the oh geez, I have to change my night block, by the way. Rather than doing a live session, then the beauty of this is that I have the opportunity to really have a chance to really take care of the chat and to answer questions and to react and stuff. By the way, I'm not recharging offline. This is really me, and it is an unforgivable sin, but it's still happening, Kappas. It is still happening. Look, you're the best example for an unforgivable sin. I think I don't have to go any further on that, naming all these people from all over these places. But yeah, that is. But Maria, tell me something. People doing it over there too, they are not all old, right? Or are they all old, like 65, 75, or whatever years old? As far as I saw on videos, younger people there do it too, like in the 30s. I mean, come on, who is wearing white socks unless playing tennis? I mean, seriously? And even then, I mean, unless in Wimbledon, white socks are not that, Jesus Christ. Why? I mean, sorry, Kappas, no offense, but US Americans, they don't have a good style for fashion anyway, being honest. And that's another story we can take to sometimes else. But I've been there 3 times in the States, and I do not necessarily have to be there again. But that has a lot of reasons. But fashion-wise, geez, no. Not my cup of tea, bro. Not my cup of tea. I'm deeply sorry to say that, but yeah, exactly. It would be great if you would like the video, and also if you would not mind to spend some time watching my older videos or those that have recently been done, like my live session yesterday or the release of the Shaken Captain, the track that is still available on my channel always, and all those 4 tracks that are there, just to let you guys know, in case you want to play them on your channel. They are free to be used for non-commercial reasons, though I do expect the being named and being credited on those videos because I'm the creator. That's all I'm asking for. So if you do something on your videos with that, or if you do your workout sessions or whatever you do with the music that I put online from my own music, be aware, then that is not a problem. You can do that, but you have to write the World of Ragus thing for crediting the track. Hello, Anastasia, darling. Are you still chopping or are you done for today? Just asking because I know that very often I see that younger generation. Oh my goodness. That is hard. Hey, Aid. Good evening. How are you? Very nice to meet you again. Thank you so much for coming. I highly appreciate that. And again, we will find some time that I always come to yours and say hello and be in your life. And yeah, I want to give you a quick update that happened yesterday on my channel and the watch hours and stuff like that. That was really the weirdest thing I ever had since I'm counting watch hours, because the day before yesterday, I had 2,700 and I believe 72 watch hours. Then yesterday morning, I checked at 9 a.m. That's when you see the latest numbers from 5 days ago. at 9 a.m., I checked it was 2,301. Then in the afternoon, and that never happened before, it was deducted back to 2,279. I was like, what in the Lord's name? And today this morning it went to 2,301. So that was the weirdest experience I ever had when it comes to the watch hour counting. Usually they only update it once a day. Yesterday it was twice. So I don't know why. I have no idea, but it is how it is. So that is what you actually do. Yeah, that's what they do. I was like, huh? Guys, what drugs are you on in the Silicon Valley today? And it wasn't even 4th of July, so there's no public holiday whatsoever. And yeah, so it is how it is. So if you guys don't mind to have a look on some of my videos, I don't have long videos anymore. The longest is a little over an hour because I've cleaned up all my channel like last week Thursday in the morning. So everything old school is gone. All the old mixes are gone. That also applies for the gospel house mixes, but I'm working on chances to get into a record company. I come to that in a little. And where I do some new material also on my channel to, yes, Goga screamed. That is true. My tinnitus still, tinnitus is still here. Because when he screams your name, he's going up to soprano, he's going up. His voice is more in the soprano area rather than the tenor or something like that. So okay, then enjoy the tour, Lily. Do videos. This is a once in a lifetime chance. Have a good time, and thanks for coming, my darling, and have a good time over there. And don't forget, in Europe it's also warm, but we're missing you over here. So have a wonderful trip and a good tour tomorrow. Looking forward to hear from you when you guys are when you're back from there. Hope everything goes well. Have a safe trip. That's the most important thing. So yeah, so that was happening to me yesterday with my watch hours, and I was like, this is so weird that they change it now twice a day because, well, today they haven't. They only change it once in the morning at 9 a.m. like every day. But I was like, oh, come on, guys, seriously. Now they're going to ruin my nerves. So currently I'm on 2,301. So I need another 699 watch hours to reach the 3,000 again. In theory, I can apply again for monetization on July the 14th. And then, no, it is not necessarily frustrating 8 counts, but it is like the point is that they have. So obviously, all the watch hours that came from my sessions that I have deleted, they're all gone. Obviously, matter of fact. However, the point is that if you then pull up again, and I was lucky that they didn't reduce me 2,000 or something hours. And by the way, that is my dog. He is complaining. And so the point is that the watch hours obviously go down when you delete something, right? And when you then they're gone, period. Everything's 365 days, boom, 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 gone. They're still in my views, but they're not counting as watch hours anymore. That's a normal thing to happen, all fine. Then you can actually, then I'm building up again, obviously, with loops and do my live things and stuff like that, creating tracks, do more to get more different attention. Also doing videos from certain areas in the soon time. But then again, if you consider the fact that we are talking about just yesterday, and that never happened to me before, that you get your 9 o'clock news, so to speak, so that you are having the actual watch hours from 5 days ago, which would have been last week, then Friday. And then they reduced it again the same afternoon to then update it again this morning. But it was weird. Sometimes I think they do that on purpose to ruin my nerves or something. I don't know. or that they want to give me a chance to do some more streaming time to talk about those things. Indeed, yeah, it is how it is, and therefore it is interesting to understand. Yeah. So it is how it is, and yeah. So weird times, but also interestingly, it is interesting because I really thought, and this is also because I totally forgot something when I have deleted those mixes and all that stuff. I have totally underestimated one thing, and that was that the watch hours are only counting up to 365 days ago. Now, I have done a lot of videos in the past, and I don't know, over 4 years, even though you only do one video a week or something for 2 years, and then you have 1 year of almost doing nothing. That is my lucky point. That was seriously my lucky point that I almost did nothing in 2024. That I almost did nothing. I was thinking I only had like 5 videos or something. That was it. And that was lucky me. The most watch hours I got in a row came from March until now. So, and the video, the mixes, interestingly, were not that frequented as my live sessions when I talk or something like that. Same with the music premieres. Even though I was visible, they were not that frequented. And in the end of the day, I really have to say that that actually made me lucky, kind of. And therefore, yeah, I was lucky, I have to say. By the way, there's a poll up there in case you want to do a little click and do a little questionnaire, so to speak, and saying whatever you think. And later, it is now just I'm just only a couple of 30 something minutes in. Later, I'm gonna open the stage so that if you guys want to join via StreamYard, you can happily do so. There's a lot of you guys who I did not speak to in real time ever, and that would be great to do so. Hey, Vico, good evening. Hello and happy Vice Friday. And very nice for coming. Thank you for coming. Also, I spoke once to Maria, but that was only verbal. Then I spoke obviously to Goga, the longest time ever with a YouTuber, because I was having the honor of being on his Sunday service a couple of weeks ago, and that was awesome. Chidima, good evening. Hello. Happy Vice Friday to you as well. Happy Thursday. Thank you for coming. So good to see you. Hope everything is well and hope everything is going fine. And yeah, so there's a lot of people who I haven't spoken to in real time. Last week, by the way, fun fact, by after Captain was done with his Friday thing, I spontaneously opened a live session. And the thing is that we have Agatha spontaneously decided to come up and say hello, and that was really cool because usually, well, I don't take that for granted that people take their time in the first place to come here. Hello, Special Ability. Good evening. And I don't take it for granted that people come to my channel at all because, as we all know, there are 10 billion people on this planet, but there are 500 billion people having YouTube channels, including all the ninjas, of course. And yeah, so at the end of the day, it is a cool thing to have that done. So yeah, and it is how it is. It is how it is. So if I'm looking on my screen every now and then, there's still something coming from work here and there, so nothing big. Yeah. So it is how it is. So tell me something, guys. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Is there anything special you want to do unless, I don't know, chilling out, going to Goga Sunday service, listening to my live set Saturday afternoon? Or is there anything you want to do? I know tomorrow Captain will most likely do his Friday thing again, the shaky shake thing. And have you actually listened to the track, The Shaking Captain? I mean, I know there are quite some in here who have put comments and very nice comments on that. So, yeah. So, all right, here I am again. So, I would really wonder, so what is your plans? Batch creating. What is batch creating? What is batch? So you're planning to create some video, or hey Marcus, good evening, happy Vice Friday, good to see you. What is batch creating? Is that something that is painful or something? Just making sure I don't want to have a painful night. I'm just making making sure, to be honest. So I just got to do something real quick because that is what I should have done like in the first place. Give me just 1 second. I got to do something real quick to change the position of the fan, because right now it is going to the wrong direction because I do not get any wind out of that at all. So now is better. Okay, look. Here I am again. Thank you for your understanding. So, interestingly, I have seen quite some comments on my last track. And hey, Fave, good evening. Krishna is in the house. Hello. Thank you for coming all. Happy Vice Friday, and very nice to have you here, which I really appreciate. And yeah, if you hit the like button, that would be sweet. And if by the end of the stream we might have something about 30 or something likes, that would be great. But I don't want ninja likes, just yours. And if we don't, it's fine. You know, it is great to have you all here. Always happy. So for those who have not been on my channel recently, too many things to watch. There are 4 tracks out. The last one has been released just this week. It's called The Shaken Captain, as an appreciation to Captain Kirk One, who does a lot of charity on his channel and who does a lot of things to do that you know, that everything is cool and everything is, you know, that it's my way of appreciation. We had the elephant race featuring Agatha. I'm working on a track for our very president, because as we all know, our president Goga is not like the normal traveler. You know, he's not. He never is. He never was. So I'm working on a special track to have his presidential airline involved as well. But that's a bit more tricky. I just didn't want to make a boom boom with a little bit airplane sound or something, because no, it has to be a bit more with esteem, to say the least. And trying to do that. So what I can say is going to be like 170, 127, 126, 127 BPM. It is going to be house, obviously, because that's what I try to do. But I'm trying to put a little decency into it, because obviously our very president does not travel with this normal thing in coach or something. Hello, Fidessa is in the building. Hello, good evening, my darling. Very nice to see you here. And happy Vice Friday, as we call it here, the Thursday. Very nice to have you. And Very good to see you in the house. And oh, hello, chat. Woohoo, there you go. So yeah, so I know. So I'm working on the track for our very Mr. President to give him some, let's say, sound esteem for his surroundings over there in his palace in Nairobi. Because we all know Goga does not live in a normal house or in an apartment or something. No, 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 no. Palace, golden sink, golden toilet, even a golden housemaid is there. It's all golden. It's there's no normal things. That what you see on his camera every Sunday is just the understatement to the ordinary people like us. But in real time, in the real world, he does not even have a mirror in the bathroom because simply he doesn't need it because his personal slaves they polish the gold every morning after his shower so that the steam is gone and then he can mirror himself while shaving and stuff like that in his own wall, in the golden wall that he has. So, and obviously, when him and I went to Vatican in March and tried to get me there on the throne, I sat on his airplane once and I can tell you, there's nothing ordinary in there at all. So that is why it's called presidential airline. Air Force One is actually nothing against it. It's like a Air Force One comparing to the airplane of Goga actually looks like a homeless shelter. So now we know Goga. Now the truth is revealed. Goga is awkwardly rich. He lives in a golden palace. He has a golden toothbrush. And all you see on his Sunday service is just understatement for us, the ordinary people. It is how it is. It is how it is. Nah. But also, I have to say, it is always great seeing this wonderful people in this room, and I'm definitely also naming out Fadessa. Yes, I do, without any joking whatsoever this time. Carry on with your topic. Well, I would say Goga super chat me, but I'm not monetized yet, so so now I'm really happy that also Fadessa shows her appearance here. It is always I have to tell you something about Fadessa, guys, and this is without any joke whatsoever. When Captain is doing a shaky thing and we battle around a little bit with a super chats, or we did actually. I'll come to that in a bit. There was always this thing going on, Fadessa beefs Ragus, Ragus beefs Fadessa, and people really thought we have a beef. Then the same evening, 2-3 hours later, or early morning, next day actually, I went to her channel and saying hello, and Fadessa, hey, how's it doing? I'm coming in peace, or I have my long knives with me, whatever the mood was, jokingly, obviously. What did she do? She timed me out for 10 seconds. So, and then I came back with a ninja and with another ninja, and back and forth, getting slapped in the face again. Obviously, a lot of people really thought we're having a beef. I mean, they really thought we're having a beef. I mean, like, Fadessa is punching my face, kicking my butt all the time. And I was like sitting here, and that is the unbeauty of YouTube, that unless I invite someone on StreamYard to come up here and have a chat with me, or, take part of the chat, you cannot see or hear the reactions unless they put this emojis, like you guys do now. And everyone was like, people were really, Fadessa, you remember on your channel, they were really, some people were really seriously concerned, like, what the hell is going on between them two? And Fadessa was always, oh, Ragus, when I see you again next time, I'm going to drag you. I'm going to drag you. Ah. And she really can do this furious face, what not many people can do. And she can keep it, she can keep a straight face. She did not keep a straight face. She kept a super furious face, like, Ragus, I'm going to drag you. Ah! And all that things. And I was sitting here laughing my butt off. And she couldn't do that because she was on camera, but I was not. So I wrote on Instagram, ha ha ha, so funny, da da da. She wrote back, ha ha ha, and all that things. People, guys, just to make sure, we never had a beef whatsoever. But as far as I'm concerned, we acted it very great. We acted it very great. It was so awesome. I had so much fun. I have to say, I had so much fun, and even obviously, Captain stole that idea the week later when he said, "Okay, now the battle continues. Fadessa and Ragus, they're both in the building," and then bam, 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 we did it all over again. Knight, Fadessa, me kicked out, me sending super chat, getting kicked out immediately again. Well, banned. Well, for 10 seconds. But I knew that was coming. And it was so funny because where the other incident is, it's overrated. It's old, so I'm not going back to that beginnings again. But it's fun. It is fun. So, guys, I think as far as I see, beside all the others that are here, and I really love each and every one of you, Fadeza is one of the most funny persons when she pretends not to be funny. And you have to see that when when you do something with her, when you play around with her in some other people's chat, and then go back to her chat, and then pick up on that again, and then go like bam, and then you see how furious she can actually get, which is not even furious, but it's really fun. And I'm just wanted to state that once and for all, we never had a beef. As far as I understand, we kind of getting friendly with each other and respect each other, having a good laugh together, and that kind of stuff. And I think that is important for having own channels, to also have a big laugh every now and then, even if it is on other people's costs, so to speak. Yeah. And also, we have so many wonderful people in here tonight. I also want to encourage you to do something, guys, because that is something. There are two people in here that are not mentioned too often, but I think they should be, and that is Chidime, and that is Special Ability Learning. Those two channels, please, guys, visit them more regularly. Special Ability does a lot of great educational talk, giving some advice, not only in education kids, but also, in kind of adult education, some discussion, some very nice topics. Most of the times when I'm on her channel, I watch it from the bushes, but it is very interesting to go there. And Chidime, come on, guys, since last Friday, since she was kind of put into the spotlight on Captain's channel, we all know she had to go through a lot. Her phone not working, she only could do live, internet not working, but she was trying a lot, and trying to make her watch hours, to do something, to at least interact with the people. So as far as I understand, the phone situation should be solved sometime soon, or is already solved. I don't know. But I think that those two channels are extremely important also to be watched, because I think that is we all have this thing to do in our community, that we watch other people's channels, not because of the challenge that we have for this month, but because I know how hard it is to get the watch hours. I'm going through that crap again at the moment, but I think it is really important that other people also get the recognition. That is why I always also try. That's what I learned from Goga when I finished my live stream, that I actually try to find someone who is live, live, who doesn't have too many visitors, who doesn't have too many people on the stream, and who actually could do with a little bit more than, where are you from? What are you doing? Can you do a 360? How big are your boobs? Can you show me your toes? This kind of stuff. Just having a good time. I remember that in Mina Beauty's channel, we did that a couple of weeks ago, and I know she has a lot of trolls in there on her channel, and I think, and she told me that afterwards, she really liked that people are actually coming to her channel from the raid to just say hello, like hello, not like, where are you from? What are you doing? You have a boyfriend? You want to marry me? Message two after the hello, if there's a hello, and all these things. And I think it is great to see people having a smile on their face. We don't all have to super chat them or stuff like that, but a smile on their face is very often. We tried it with Chidimake a couple of times, but then the internet connection was done. So I hope that Chidime, when you have your new phone, that you then can do a lot better also with the Wi-Fi and things like that. So that should then be giving you also opportunity to upload videos again, go to the village, do that kind of stuff, and editing a little bit and that kind of things, so that you have more content than only live. And therefore, yeah. Now telling you something, I got messages recently from two people who, and what I really appreciated, what I didn't expect, from Essie and from Fake Hila, who both wrote me independently from each other that they're currently watching my video list so that I get a bit more on watch hours and stuff like that, because I need like roughly, well, 699 as by today. But then again, I'm trying to be as online as much as I possibly can, but still I have work to do as well. Believe it or not, ordinary life is also part of the father's life, so to speak. And therefore, I think it is also a good thing that knowing that there are people taking care. That's what I do as well. We are still in July, by the way, and we still have the challenge until the 31st to do 5 channel supports a day. So I have actually done a long playlist by now, which I run every single night. Every single night, even if I have my stuff on, with the loops on my Ninja, I run those channel all night. Well, my playlist with all these videos and all these different channels, I run them all through the night. Why? Because it is helpful for those. Every minute that you get is cool. For those who are monetized, it is not the big thing anymore, most likely. But I know that is also, you also have to bring your time, right? You have to do your things. You have to be visible. You have to do content, whatever you do, so that people are actually having the opportunity to, getting the watch hours and keeping the monetization. Because it's one thing to get it, and obviously it will be a hell of a monetization party for sure. But on the other hand, it is then the bigger challenge to keep it. And on how many channels have I heard, oh, I don't reach my threshold. Oh, damn, I need watch hours. Oh, damn this, damn that, damn that, damn this. And obviously, in the end of the day, it is always a constant thing that you have to do. And Goga has mentioned it in his video, in one of his videos, and I encourage you guys watch that. It contains the word watch hours, or keep the watch hours, or keep the monetization, something like that. I can strongly recommend to do that. So in the end of the day, my strong recommendation is again to watch those videos and also visit his Wednesday services, so to speak, the Wednesday class. There's always time also for a joke in there, but there are very, very interesting topics to be touched. Not only how to get a crown, but also on how to how to develop on YouTube. People are giving their pieces of advice. People are giving their, their statements on that. I do that very often. People do that as well, so that you actually understand not only that there's Goga, he's our teacher. No, there are other people. Oh, Chacha, the invisible one is back. Hey, Charity, how's you doing, my darling? So that you understand that it is learning from each other. It's not only Goga sitting there and telling you something and then you go home. Everyone is actually really participating there. And those who are more experienced with or without monetization, that is what you should actually consider to do and to think about, that this is from everyone to everyone. So whatever you hear there, adopt it and think about it. And again, when you have the monetization, that's cool. But once you have it, the challenge is to keep it up, because it is most likely easier to get demonetized again rather than being monetized in the first place. I know what I'm talking about. Lesson learned. So far, so good. So I'm good too. Thank you very much, Invisible One. It's Vice Friday also in Germany, so I'm looking forward to a hopefully peaceful weekend. We had a couple of drops of rain, and now it's very steamy outside because it's still warm. No, everything cool here. Thank you for asking, Charity. So, guys, my advice is to also, if you have the time, go to Goga's channel on a regular basis to actually watch the videos of content, not necessarily only from the lives, but from those informational videos that he puts. And he puts a lot of effort into that. He shows, for instance, for those who don't know still, in the end of the day, there is a video on how to do a raid. Also, how to do a raid from a premiere video to a live session or to another premiere video. That is important. People still don't know how to raid. I was a bit shocked recently when I learned about that, but I only got 2 kicks in my butt from our beloved president, but then I did it and I understood. Never really got a big raid, but as Goga said yesterday, also the small one counts. A raid is a raid, right? It shows appreciation from the person who sets the raid. And I really actually like the raid system because, especially those people who don't have many viewers, they actually participate from that the most. Goga, help me. Who was the guy in South Africa? I forgot his name, to be honest. Who we raided and he almost cried, or actually he did cry, and he first thing he said was, "Oh, I didn't change," or something like that. That was awesome. Oh, River Girl is there. Hello, my darling. How are you doing? TK somewhere in, I think the guy was in South Africa, and that was this guy who sat in his room and he had like 2 or 3 viewers, and all of a sudden he had like 20 something, and he almost, or he did. I think he had a tear in his eyes. He didn't expect that at all. River Girl, good to see you. How is you and the kids doing? Yes, I think that was him. I think that was him. Yes. And that experience alone, Goga once stated on another video that involved me, surprisingly, that the reaction that happened in that video, he stated that that is what he's paying for internet. However, those raids, even though if there's only a small amount of people coming, yesterday we were with 3, I think, going to Goga's channel while he was live. But that doesn't matter because, as Goga said, you could have chosen anyone else, but you've chosen that person or that particular channel to say hello. And I think it is really cool to have that opportunity in the first place, because one day maybe you receive a raid on the other hand. And that is really cool. I mean, it's a blessing, especially for those, and I'm repeating that again, considering that with Mina Beauty, who mostly have trolls. Also, someone like Fadessa. Well, actually, the trolls there are relatively minimal. But let's say Cook with Sandy, who was my panel guest a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that is like weird to say the least. And yeah, having said that, it is interesting that these opportunities are there, and that is actually what you guys pay for when you get monetized. That is the deductions that you get, that all these technologies are available. So yeah, it's yeah, it's a private jet, true, but that is also what you pay for when you get monetized. Those are the deductions. So they put the technology, they put the platform, they put all these functionalities around it. And that is actually what the people who are monetized paying for to YouTube/Google. Obviously, we all know nothing is for free. Stuff has to be paid, technology has to be created, and all that stuff. And trust me, it is not an easy thing if you consider how many uploads are done every minute on YouTube, 24/7 hours a day. Well, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So just to give you a brief overview, I don't know the exact cost of whatever cost one upload, but trust me, the money that you get deducted when you're monetized is most likely way less than you would usually pay if you would have to pay the full price for your YouTube parking space, as I would call it, channel in this case, for the data storage, for the data place that you put. And remember, you put a lot of data up there every day. You do your uploads, you do your videos, you do your live stream. What do you think how much data a live stream produces? And all these things. Yes, you have to buy your gadgets and all that stuff, but YouTube gives you a huge platform, and whatever you have to say, you can say it. See, whatever you have to say, you can say it. So think about it. And yeah, just that you guys understand. Boy Tomato is in the house. Hello, good evening. Happy Vice Friday. And by the way, if I can give you a good piece of advice, especially to the female artists here, you might not like to hear that, and you maybe might think, ah, yeah, there speaks the white guy. No, it's not like that. But I think it might make sense, and this is just my personal point of view. This can be that I'm wrong in your perspective, but it's just my personal point of view. If you're coming to my live streams on a relatively regular basis, the ones that I'm talking like tonight, I hardly ever read anything that is written in the chat. Hardly ever. Here's why. Because it is written there anyway, and everyone who is on this channel, everyone who is on YouTube, is able to read and write. Period. So why would I have to read that out loud again? The reason why I'm not doing that is very simple. Because I think I'm trying to talk about things that might be interesting for you from my personal perspective, other than also asking, of course, answering questions, if there are any, right? Or if I have a topic, I can refer to the topic, like I did a couple of weeks ago, talking about Chicago house, talking about Detroit house, talking about the artists from that areas, from that parts, giving you some insight about gospel house, why I love it so much, and all that things that I also did on Goga's channel. And then, having that topics, and I was really thinking that might be a little bit interesting to you, so that you know the person who's actually sitting here a bit better. That's why I actually do this talk things. And obviously joking around as much as I can, roasting the one or the other person, Kappas the most, obviously. But hi, Michelle, good evening. Happy Vice Friday. And so, yeah, that's what I like. Roasting Kappas is the best thing to do, because he's the easiest victim. No, on a serious note, he's a good guy. I like him. He's a really good guy. Very humble, very modest, very joking. Really good man. And obviously, when our Mr. President is in the house, you have to find a chance to do some receipts. Matter of fact, you have to, because he's always taking hours. And also, when he never comes into a chat on one night, he's there somehow, putting 500 of his drone ears into the bushes somewhere in the world. He knows everything and anything about everyone in real time. I don't know how he does it. But then sometimes when you have a chance, you have to shoot back. As a matter of fact, you just have to do it. And that is actually what I really like on this community, that you can do all this joking, like me and Fadessa having this hardcore beef. Not, obviously. And that I can go to Chidi's channel, and she's very into, very spiritual. Same as Anastasia Blessed, by the way. Guys, you have to go to see Anastasia Blessed channel. I don't know who has, for those of you who have never been there, mostly, she is in her little shop and chopping vegetables for her clients. But whilst doing that, she is actually she is a wonderful person to be around with, period. There's no other thing. She has a unique laughter. She likes to laugh. She likes to make things, having a good moment. She's a very modest person, but at the same time, she's very, very energetic. And again, I can really also recommend you to go for Anastasia Blessed channel, because a couple of weeks ago, she was in church on a Sunday, obviously, Sunday service. She went to church and she streamed live from there. All you could see from her was she like really being into the spirit, dancing, praying, praising the Lord. And going with it. And then you also heard the music and the energy that was there, back and forth and back and forth. And that was really, really energetic. And I can really say about Anastasia Blessed that she really is a super energetic person, and that she always is very modest, but also giving good spirits in a very modest way, in a very nice way, doing her chopping, working for her living, but still being online, speaking to the people, happy about everyone who is coming. And yeah, so Mora, I always know, I noticed Anastasia a long time ago. There are certain videos that can prove that on her channel, actually. So on the other hand, the point is that I really recommend you guys go to her channel, say hello, but also go to Fadessa's channel. Because Fadessa, she can actually do, what is it? Is it Alexa's voice? I believe it is. She can actually really impersonate Alexa to the highest extent. Hi, Simone. Good evening, my darling. Happy Vice Friday. So Fadessa can actually do the Alexa voice. I believe it is Alexa to a super perfect extent. And if you close your eyes, if you have your earphones on, and if you hear her doing that, it is like Alexa is actually talking to you directly. It is really awesome. So, and that is like that is really fun, and she does it frequently, and people are always laughing their butts off. Matter of fact, and yeah, just wanted to get that shout out, because it is important to know that you guys are not alone, that you're always seeing, that you're always knowing that everything is, people are watching most of the time, so very often, as Goga would say, just from the bushes, but people are watching and people are recognizing what is done, and I think that is very good to know. And I learned that from Red's room again months ago, when he said that, guys, visit this channel, visit that channel, do this, do that, do that, do this. And yeah, so as a matter of point, think about it. I mean, yes, I know we are all so-called self-employed on YouTube, if you will, because we all have our channels, we all have our watch hours to take care of. But if I can give you a good piece of advice, and I believe even our Mr. President might be aligning with that, sometimes it's also good to let go for a while. Like, take a couple hours. Essie is in the house. Hello, my darling. I talked about you a minute ago. So in the end of the day, it's also good to let go. Visit other channels, but not in the purpose only to say hello and stuff like that. Do I just see what I see? I believe I got a raid. Thank you so much indeed. Whoop whoop. Wow. Thank you so much, Nechovi. I think I got a raid. I'm really happy about that. Thank you so much indeed. And I talked about you, that you and someone else reached out to me proactively, telling me that you guys watching my videos and that you helped me to get the watch hours, which I super highly appreciate, and which I do not take for granted, because I know everyone got things to do. But I really appreciate that. Feel embraced, Essie. Thank you so much indeed. I really appreciate that. Anastasia is back again, our very soulful lady in the house, and good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. And hi, Grace. Good evening. Thank you for coming. Oh, that is so nice. Having a raid is nice. I can tell you. It is really nice to also receive. Thank you so much indeed, Natechovi, Nate, Fave. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Receiving a raid here and there is really, really nice. And it is really great to have that recognition as well. That's what I was talking about earlier, if you remember. Whether it's a big raid, it's a small raid, this is a wonderful, nice raid. I'm really happy about each and every one coming. And Manesha, good evening. Hello, welcome. Happy Vice Friday. Maria is here again. Hello, thank you for raiding back, so to speak. And yeah, really happy to have you guys here. Agatha is in the house. Hello, the only lady on YouTube who won a race against an elephant. I can 100% assure that because I composed the track. So for those who are new to the channel, thank you so much for coming. This is a channel about music, about talking, about a lot of electronic music, house and techno. And if you haven't watched my videos yet, on my starting page of the channel, you see 4 tracks that I have recently created by myself. No AI involved. Hey, Mary, good evening. Happy Vice Friday. So there's no AI involved. Eyes, yes, because I have to see, right? So there's no AI involved. It's all handmade. So if you are a little bit into rhythm and melody and stuff like that, that would be great if you have a look on the videos and let me know what you think. If you like it or not. If you don't like them, why? You know, I'm also very open for criticism. Just keep it polite. That's all I'm asking you for. And Talk of Live Show. Hello, good evening, and very happy and welcome. And again, thank you so much for the raid, Nate. It's really appreciated. It is really, really sweet to have all you guys coming and spending some time here. I really appreciate that. It is. I don't take that for granted at all. I've learned one thing on YouTube, to not take anything for granted whatsoever. I had to learn it the hard way on some parts. I learned it the normal way on some parts, but I never take anything for granted, especially not people coming to my channel, because obviously I'm not female. I'm not, maybe not that pretty, but also I don't do a 360. So, and I don't show my toenails or whatever thing is requested all the time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a cigarette now. And after that, I'm going to open the stage for those who want to come up and say hello, or anything funny or something, some story to tell. Oh, by the way, talking about that, next week, Tuesday, I'm going to prepare everything over the weekend. I've been invited to join a panel discussion with Africa Oma. Oma Africa. And always, guys, help me out with the name. I always forget the entire name. It's Africa Oma, the wonderful lady from Nigeria. So she invited me to do a panel with her, which we're going to do on Tuesday at 6:30 Niger time, 7:30 German time, 8:30 Kenya time, 5:30 Ghana time. So I'm going to announce everything on my channel in the moment, this evening most likely, or sometimes tomorrow. And then we're going to get that done. So just that you guys know, things are going on my channel, and there's always something new coming. And also this weekend, I'm going to shoot the first videos for some new content about Munich. And I will show you some very, very sweet spots to give you some insights on where I live, what I do, what is the surroundings and stuff like that. So if you guys go back to my video from Easter Sunday morning, I gave you a nice shot from the neighborhood in sunshine, and I will do that most likely again with a little bit different perspective. But that was where my sausage finger was appearing at camera, and people were asking what that was. So, oh, Agatha, you still doing the elephant route again, or different, more safe this time? Just out of interest. So, in the end of the day, that's going to happen as well. So, we're going to have content coming up from Munich directly. I'm going to create some nice videos explaining what things are all about, why those buildings are historical, why those buildings are important, or why not. And Different route. That is good. Hallelujah. No elephant race again. Otherwise, I would have to write part 2. So, yeah. So, the end of the day, that is going to happen. So, we're going to have some fun, and you guys see a little bit of my area here, because I saw a lot of videos from you guys, where you live, where you work, what you do, where your neighborhood is, and all that things. And I gotta try to pay it forward with some videos of my area where I'm from, so that you also have a little insight of where the father is actually residing, so to speak. I'm not talking about living, obviously, since I know the Golden Palace of Goga. I'm not living, I'm residing, of course. So that we all have some, that is a kind of equal thing to do, and that people are able to say some see what's going on, and oh really, is there a wedding coming up, or is that just making sure before I run to the newspapers and get shot? Is there a real wedding coming up, or is it just like in the making, so to speak? Just making sure that I don't misunderstand that. Better safe than sorry. You never know. All right, so congratulations, Meneshe, my friend. I believe you're trapped now. Bro. There's no escape. You can try anything and everything. If Miri says there's a wedding going on, then there is a wedding going on. So, my friend, congratulations, Maneshe, congratulations. Welcome to the handcuffed world, because from now on, freedom is gone, bro. Freedom is gone. And remember, one thing, the most important rule when you're married, ever, in a relationship of husband and wife, there's one person always right. The other one is the husband. Write that down. Just that you know. And that is rule number 1. Everything else doesn't count. Everything else is unimportant. It is rule number 1. There's always one person right, and the other one is the husband. Write that down, bro. Write that down. It is how it is. Even in Africa, I know where men like to play I'm the boss. So write that down, bro. Write that down. Yeah. So, Maneshe, for the rest of your life, just nod. And you'll be in peace. Trust me. You'll be in peace. As a matter of fact. So, yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah. So, rule number 1. What I'm going to do now, because we're already 1 hour 20. So, let me try if this works. And if so, invite. Okay, copy. So we have tried that with Agatha last week, and it worked. So let me try. Stream yard link. So guys, if you want to join the panel, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Feel free. Oh no, right, sorry. That's the wrong one. I'm sorry. I meant to use this one, of course. What you just have to do is to go to StreamYard. And then you gotta Put yourself up there. I see you when you are entering the studio, and then I can pull you up, and just make sure that your microphone is working. And if you are going to StreamYard, you have to mute. You have to mute your YouTube. Otherwise, you have a echo effect. So I'll leave that on for a bit, and if anyone wants to come up, feel free. And if not, that's also fine. I can also talk alone all the time. Yeah. So in the end of the day, it is Vice Friday. So the rest of the week program. So tomorrow I'll be busy out of town, so I won't be able to do a live. I'll do a loop in the night, of course, but I'll not be able to do a live. But I will be doing a live session DJing Saturday afternoon. Not gospel house, but it's gonna be like funky house stuff, and it would be great if you join or listen in, or you don't have to chat if you don't want to. Just be in the bushes and listen in, so that you guys can have a good time. And whatever you do, washing your clothes or chilling out on the sofa or something like that, feel free to do so. And if you guys are up to dance with it, do it. And if not, just chill out. It would be great if you have some if you join the live a little bit. It will be like around 3 p.m. German time, 4 p.m. Kenya, 2 p.m. Nigeria, 1 p.m. Ghana. If anyone from Ghana ever comes back here, that's another story. And on the other hand, we can also do a pre-celebration procedure with Manege and the bodyguard of Mary, so that that is all set up, so that we have the opportunity to also, make the pre-celebration, so to speak. For that, I might even put on my gown. And Mary, you have to tell me when and where Manege is handcuffed, so that I can come there and give the blessings. And once everything is signed, then we can take off the handcuffs. What do you think about that? Brilliant idea of me. So, yeah, it is how it is. And so the question, of course, is when the official wedding is, so that we can also make sure we have a lot of people there with guns in case of Manesha wants to run away from the bride. We don't support people who run away. We catch them back, Manesha. So don't even think about it. So the end of the day, that's going to be this week. And on Sunday, most likely, I'm going to create another track. I'm going to start it. So what I'm going to do on Sunday, I'm going to be live. I'm going to have the chat open, obviously, but I will not most likely participate in the chat much, but I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing, how it sounds like when I'm producing, so that you also understand that there is no AI behind it, that everything is put together, so that you can listen in how those processes are at. So most likely I will then not really necessarily participate on the chat actively. I might be talking to myself a lot. That's what I always do when I do this, when I'm in that process. When I create a track, I always talk a lot about to myself, like, how is this? How is that? How is that? You might learn some new swear words, because producing music is also a lot about swear words. And then I will try to, start working on the track already in, the day before. But after that, from a certain point on, I will let you guys take part, so that you don't only hear all the sudden duns, 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 and nothing else, because it is a lot of experimenting with sounds, how to get those together, how to get the melodic riffs, how to get the bass riffs, how to get the bass drum. Well, the bass drum is relatively easy. It's just a few clicks, but depending on which bass drum you want to take. So it's a lot of pre-listening. It's a lot of thinking about how do you want to put some stuff where and all that. And that is very, very nice and very, it is, but it can also be very nerve-wracking. So at the end of the day, if you are interested in that, I'll most likely do that Sunday, like early afternoon, between 2 and 3 p.m. sometimes. I'll do an announcement on my wall. So next week, again, it will be the Monday talk as usual. So you guys can join if you want to. If you are interested in listening into what we are discussing, Germany versus Nigeria, it's going to be very interesting to talk about that as well in regards of having the opportunity to do a vice a vice versa talk and about everything. So everything Africa with Oma. She and I, we're going to sit down on Tuesday, and we're going to speak live on YouTube, on StreamYard, to have some nice opportunities to, compare life in Nigeria. Should love life be just for love, interracial, or should it be because of money, or whatever thing it is? Those things we're going to discuss, and that's going to be super interesting. At the end of the day, yeah, it is going to be cool. So we're going to do that, and that will be fine. Other than that, also, I would like to, again, making the most out of this, I would like to, again, politely like to ask you to also have a look on my videos and have a look on my the self-created tracks, which I did, and I'm really proud of them, to be honest. Again, they're all handmade. There's nothing with AI included whatsoever. And they're all copyrighted by me, but you can use them on your channel. So in case if you want to play them on your channel, if you want to comment on them on your channel, just make sure that you credit them in the underneath text, like when you do a live, that after the live you go to your comment section or actually to the text of the live when you do your little story, like I always do, right? Make very sure music credited or credits music copyright by the World of Ragus track XYZ. That is important, and that is the rule that I put on my channel for that, and it's everywhere visible, so that there is no licensing done yet. So there's no, and it will not be done for the first 4 tracks. So there is no monetization problem. I just wanted to let you guys know that. Agatha played the elephant race once on her channel, and as far as I see, there is no monetization problem at all. So therefore, just make sure that it would be great to have some clicks on it, some more comments on it, because I put a lot of work into that, and that would be the best paying forward ever. So in the end of the day, that would be really, really nice. The artist is living from applause, so to speak, if you know what I'm talking about. And also, I would encourage you, everyone got a blue name here. Everyone. Hey, Empire, hello, good evening, my darling. So everyone here got a blue name. Everyone got a blue name. So for those who you haven't done so, please connect to each other, visit each other, say hello to each other, and if it is just like 10 minutes or something, visit each other's channel as often as you can. I know I'm very much behind in visiting, but I've been very much busy with work, also producing music on my own, to get some more stuff on my channel. So I hope that I'm forgiven for that. And some people are just in the wrong time zone. So on weekdays, I cannot, stay up until 4 o'clock every morning, every day, because I have to get up at 5 or 6. So just saying. On the other hand, we are proudly announcing the wedding of Maneshe Ndu and the bodyguard of Miri. So Maneshe, at least you have a safe space forever. See it the most positive way. You got a safe space forever. Here's a little bit personal, I want to say, as we are now in our almost 1.5 hours. I don't know if you have recognized it or if you don't. It's always a bit weird to do that in video, but I'm losing weight at the moment, and I've lost like 11 kilograms now in like 7.5, 8 weeks. Moving on, of course, but yeah, a bit proud of that, which is in Germany literally like a box of beer, and which I didn't drink, but which I now weighed less. And continue working on that. And therefore, yeah, just as a little side note that you guys know, the father is now eating healthy food and the father is taking care of all those healthy things. But no worries, I never turn a vegan. So whenever I have a chance to eat the mutura, then I will certainly do so. And therefore, that would be definitely a good thing to do if you want to support me on that. Put more food videos, like the healthy food stuff that you cook. That would be very helpful indeed. Take a little sip of water. So, since no one wants to join the panel, I will switch this off. So, there's one thing I want to say that is really important to me. I've came across some, and this is really personal point of view. This is just me saying how things are. Sometimes people say I'm too honest, but I don't care. Recently, I have been in Captain Kirk's chat on a regular basis. So have others. A lot of people saw that I have done some donations there, which I did with pleasure, which I done with, well, because I think people were in need. Like last week, we had a couple of people blessed, and I know there's always the same people blessing people with money and stuff like that with the super chats. However, I think people misunderstand the fact that if someone does a super chat, or if someone does 2 or 3 super chats, that is done because of that momentum in that very channel, because there's something going on where super chats are required to get certain things done, like a new phone for Chidi, like a new phone for Kanini, like a generator for Samsung World, the regular things that are needed in our community. And I really have to say, I really highly appreciate the effort that Captain Kirk puts on his channel with all the shaking, with all the effort, with all the projects that he is putting up. But that also means people are coming to Captain and asking, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Can you help me with that? Which in the first place is fair enough. But what I'm not too happy about, I'm just saying the least, I'm trying to keep this as neutral as I possibly can, that all of a sudden I get messages from people on Instagram, people who I hardly ever spoke to before, who then say, oh, Father, and I'm not saying names, obviously, but when they write, oh, Father, you have blessed the Captain channel with so and so many euros last night. Hey, listen, I need something too. Can you send me some money? And I was like, what? But that doesn't only happen once. That happened just this week and last week. I got like 15, 16 of those messages on Instagram, on email, and whatever. And I do have to say, if I go to someone's channel and if I do a super chat there, or whatever amount it is, small or whatever, I do that with pleasure, but I don't do that because I feel I have to. And I have to admit that gave me these mails that I received, again, from people who I hardly ever spoke to before. That gave me a little bit, like a little bitter taste, being perfectly honest, because I take nothing for granted whatsoever. My coffee room has been dry for months now, or well, at least for a lot of weeks. I don't complain. And I would never have the idea going to anyone asking, hey, can you send me some money? Because I need something. Or, hey, I saw that you donated something to that and that person. Can you send me something too? or hey, Ragus, you have a lot of money. Can you send me some? And that is original quotes that I got recently. And I know there's a lot of things going on in this world where people need cash for, but I'm, and people then write, "Oh, you're the only person I can talk to," and I said, "Oh, you never talked to me before." And I just wanted to say that it makes me feel a little bit awkward, to be honest, and that is why I have decided to, if I donate to someone, I'll donate different, but not as with super chats anymore whatsoever, because I honestly don't see that, and I'm not meaning to be stingy or whatever, and I'm definitely not. And I think everyone who is here had witnessed that, but I do not want to be the one who people think they can go to if they need anything or everything at any time. I just wanted to make that very, very clear so that I'm not misunderstood. I'm very happy to help if I can. I'm also seeing things myself where help might be needed, but I will not send any super chat anymore on YouTube. Period. There's other ways, like buy me a coffee or something that I can do anonymously if I see something like that coming, but I will not send super chats anymore because after that experiences, I like to live in peace. I like to live in peace, and I don't want to wake up in the morning having Instagram messages, emails like, "Hey Ragus, you gave some money to that and that person. Can you give me some too?" And with all given respect, I hope that is some kind of understandable without me sounding like an asshole, to be honest. And I hope that I did not cross any line or something with this, but I thought this is also important to be said on a certain point, from a certain point on. And yeah, I hope that I'm not the asshole now. So I just wanted to make that clear once and for all, that and the reasons behind it, so that people understand that also from my point of view, which you guys hopefully do. And I hope that those people who have been blessed in the past are happy with it. I prefer to bless differently now. I've done that with certain people, not mentioning any names because I don't want to put myself in the spotlight because of that. But those people who have been blessed, I did that with pleasure, regardless what they got. If it was something physical or if it was some money donation or whatever it was, or some coffee or something, I don't know, or else things that they were needing. And I did that with pleasure, and I have no regrets on that at all. But the reactions from other people, not those who got something from me, but from the reaction from other people on that made me thinking on how to handle that in the future. So there will always be other ways, and I prefer to do that the other way so that I'm not appearing somewhere anymore on someone's screen when there's a super chat coming. And just making sure that, hey, Master Bro, good to see you, my man. So that you guys understand. And I hope that is understandable, again, from my point of view, so that there's no misunderstanding or whatever. I don't hate anyone. I'm not angry at anyone. I was just like, at least, let's say, surprised, so to speak. And everyone who is in this room, I can say by 100%, none of anyone who is in the room here right now has ever done that. So you're all cool. There are other people who is doing that. And that is why I've decided to do it differently in the future. So, Agatha, are you home now, or are you still on this dangerous elephant road? Master CTRL is in the room. Yo, my bro, good to see you, my man. Hope you were able to listen to some of my tracks. I have 4 out now, and all very simple still, but at least they are my own, and there's my name on it, and that is little goal. From now on, all those tracks. There's one more I think I'm gonna do, but the other tracks will be labeled and got found out how to do that. So those tracks will be labeled and given a license number and everything, and then put up on Spotify or something. We will see how we're gonna do that. But yeah, Master. Other than that, I hope you're doing great, bro. Looking forward. Hopefully tomorrow night or something. I gonna be able to see you on your stream after a while. It's been a while. I know. Just saying, bro. Mm, mm, talking about that. Um, let me see something real quick, then I can get that properly done, and that I have everything in order again as it should be. So everyone is aware about those things now, and I hope I didn't put down the moods with that, but that sometimes things have to be said, and that's a matter of fact. So I hope that I did not put down the moods too much. And oh, bro, what's happened? Were you in jail or something? Or look at that! 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 You know, Master coming through the back door, sneaky inside, very silent. And what happened? Goga jumps out the bushes. Jeez! Holy moly! Look at that! There we go. All right, so Master's in the building, so I can lean back and take a break, So, bro, you take over, my man. So, yeah, all good, all good. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. Are you having lunch or something? Let me see. What time is it? Is it lunchtime, or or is it? Did you hide in some corner so that you can watch, the father, so to speak? Doing working hours, of course. Doing working hours. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you in the house. Very happy about you being here, and it's been a while. But again, I hope that you had a chance to watch or have a look at the tracks that I did, and yeah, and maybe have a listen in. Always open for criticism as well. Raul, our friend from the United States, he gave me some very nice feedbacks, and I really appreciated that very much. That is when you meet other musicians, other DJs, other people who are in any kind of music producers and stuff, and they give you feedback. Some feedback was not harsh, but some feedback was criticism, which is fair enough, because I need that to understand how I can actually develop. And I'm at the very beginning of the things, at the very, very beginning, to be honest. I'm not a pro at all, as you might hear if you listen to other productions. And by the way, Master CTRL is actually the reason why I'm now able to do that. Here's why. I tried to use Ableton Live Lite, which is the ultimate pro machine software to produce music. It is the ultimate pro version of any software that there is. But the ultimate pro version also means it is for pros. I mean, really professionals. A good friend of mine in Berlin actually is a real professional musician and also a real professional producer. He uses Ableton, and he showed me, yeah, you just have to do this, and his screen looked like a firework on New Year's Eve. And I was like, no, I tried. I really tried. My nerves were ruined. I almost threw the computer out the window, and I was like, no. Master then told me, and that was like a side note sometimes. Hi, Ibarra, good evening. Don't smash the like button, bro. Don't smash the like button. Others might have to put it as well. Others have to need it. Don't show violence on the like button, bro. Push it silently. Push it with calm. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. And but so Master said, And when I told him, yeah, I'm trying Ableton, he said, I should have learned Ableton in the first place. But I did Fruit Loops, FL Studio. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So I tried Ableton. And after 5 million tutorial videos, after getting 6 billion more gray hair, I was like, no, okay, forget about that. I mean, Ableton is for free, fair enough, and has more functions than FL Studio, fair enough. I said, let me try FL Studio. So I tried FL Studio for a couple of weeks, played around with it, and then eventually the first track came out, was called The Tribe. And I was like, okay, there's a lot of learning still, because how to do a fade in, how to do a fade out, how to do these things. But once you get the rough idea, the framework, then you can at least play around a little bit, get used to the sounds that is included, get included to the machines that are in there. And there are quite some. So it's not only one screen thing. It is a lot for also machines inside the machine, so to speak. And that's really great. And you can let them pop up, you can let them go away, and you can still work with them. You have them in the background, you know where they are after a while. And then you can start actually thinking of the process that you want to build up. Obviously, those 4 tracks that I've done, they're very simple. Again, beginner level, nothing mega special, nothing that I would say, oh, yeah, we are now the next David Ragus or Ragus Getter or something. But at the end of the day, it is the most important thing that you like what you do. It is a hobby, after all, as we all know, for me at least. And it is great to have that. And I'm going to try to produce something that has some kind of value and that you guys have fun with. And Agatha, it is really great that you're home from the elephant race one more time. And it's really good to have you knowing that you're home. And Miriam, my darling, I want to say something to you. We didn't speak in a couple of minutes. Your monetization party. Your monetization party was awesome. I really have to say. It was awesome. And I'm not talking about the super chats, the atmosphere that was there, the music that you have chosen, the bodyguard, the people who came to the panel, the people who gave you a good time. You were obviously pretty much touched by it. And I really have to say it was really nice being there, having a minor part on that. And it was really, really great to see how you actually enjoyed that. And the bodyguard was a highlight. She was doing it so cool. Obviously, giving you the fresh air and all that stuff, but sitting there with the sunglasses and making sure that no, weird person is coming over the balcony all of a sudden. That was like awesome. That was like, I think a lot of people were having a lot of fun with that as well. It's always the little details. If you look a little bit more, if you see the whole screen and you see those little details, so to speak, I think that is awesome. And then that was awesome. I really have to say that was awesome. And yeah. So Agatha, you know what you should do if you want to learn running? Talk to Miri, rent her bodyguard, and then you can actually have a good time there running. And trust me, you will learn running. I think she is a really good instructor. So therefore, in the end of the day, yeah, it is how it is. It was awesome, I really have to say. If my day ever comes, I can tell you this. If you remember the Sunday service that Goga was kindly inviting me to, I already there got a very nice entrance that Goga has created. And if you remember Goga, if you go back to that Sunday service, seriously, do that. Go to the, skip the first 9.5 minutes or whatever he was talking. You can do it on my channel. Let me find the link. Let me find the link. If you go to that Sunday service where I was having the honor being the guest, And if you go there and do the stuff, then you understand very shortly and very fast that you have the opportunity to get the see Goga's reaction on the moment when he puts on the organ music. The moment that he puts on the organ music and saying, "The Father got his entrance, the Father got the entrance, the Father got the entrance," Goga repeats himself all the time. The Father got the entrance, the Father got the entrance. And when the organ music started, Goga was already fainting, and I wasn't even on cam. I mean, he sees backstage what I'm doing there and stuff like that, but I was not even on camera. And he was like laughing like a little girl because he was like fainting almost. And the moment when I then was on camera, and I saw it in the chat afterwards, because obviously when you are on this chair on the panel, then obviously you don't get the recognition, and you see the chat, but it's so fast, then you don't pay attention because you pay attention to the people who you actually talk to. So the end of the day, it is how it is that you then do something about those things, that you then see it in the aftermath. The reactions from the moment on that I appeared on screen, that was awesome. But Goga's reaction, fainting almost, laughing like a little girl, like, "I can run. Yeah, I'm done. I'm finished." That was awesome. I really got to say, it was a great momentum, and it was very nice to have the opportunity watching that. And with the technology these days, you have a chance to always see that also in the aftermath. And it's always joyful for me to see when the organ music starts. I believe it's like from 10 or 11 minutes on or something. When the organ music starts, the moment that he presses play on the organ music and saying, "Keep sending the purple hearts and the headphones in the chat of the Ragus of the Father. Stay in the Father's chat. We need the watch hour. Stay there, stay there, stay there." That is what Goga always does, and very, very blessing. And yeah, that is always awesome to watch, and it's a great time to always review that, because it was a great time for me to be there, to be honest. And having said that, it is talking about great times. Obviously, it is a good thing that people are coming here, coming there, being everywhere at the same time. But also, it's great to know that there are other people there doing a lot of stuff and doing a lot of things, helping each other and helping others to get a couple of things done in their life, and helping for self-help, so to speak. And therefore, what we're going to do is that for now, I got to finish this. It is not completely 2 hours, but it has been a very, very long day, and it has been a very intensive day for me, to be honest. A lot of work done, a lot of things done that had to be, that I had to take care of today, and that I was happily taking care of today. But it is a matter of fact, it is a long day, and tomorrow is just Friday, so to speak. But I'll be very happy to come back very soon. So keep watching for Saturday afternoon. Keep watching for Saturday afternoon. Keep watching for Sunday, because I'm going to do a couple of things there again. And then what we're going to do is that on Sunday again, I will do a Jesus. What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to do I'm going to do a special, a little bit live to actually not to be sorry. I love what I do, Miri. I love what I do. Love my job. But done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set a rate. Obviously, it seems that things have changed from the day perspective. So what we're going to do is we're going to give some blessings back to someone who actually gives always blessings to us, and to say that we always also show some appreciation and some love. So therefore we're going to go to see our beloved Captain Kirk. I've set the raid already, and I've sent the raid code already in here. So for those who are happy to follow, that would be great, because then we can say hello to the captain and we can give some extra joy. And to the shake. So here's the code. Thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate that. There will be a loop later in about 2 hours, I would say. If you have the time to spend there a few minutes, that would be great. Still working on the watch hours to get 3,000 by any miracle to the 14th of July. That would be great. And I would like to thank you for your attention, really very much. I appreciate each and everyone who was here. Thank you so much for also taking the opportunity to, to come in and also giving me a good time. I really appreciate that. Feel hugged, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Wishing you a wonderful start into the weekend. Most of all, stay healthy. And again, I'm looking forward to see you in your houses as well. Wishing you all a wonderful evening, and thank you so much. This was the World of Ragus, live from Munich. We're going to see you on Captain's side. See you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.